What is up, everybody? I'm the best of my world, and I am coming at you for my picks for Week 16 in the NFL. And let's get right on into it with tonight's Thursday night game of the Saints versus the Rams, and I'm taking the Rams. On to the Saturday games, we had the Bengals versus the Steelers, and I'm taking the Bengals. Following that, we had the Bills versus the Chargers, and I'm taking the Bills. On to the Sunday games, we had the Colts versus the Falcons, and I'm taking the Colts. Next up, we had the Browns versus the Texans, and I'm taking the Browns. Following that, we had the Commanders versus the Jets, and I'm taking the Commanders actually over that. Following that, we had the Seahawks versus the Titans, and I'm taking the Seahawks. Next up, we had the Packers versus the Panthers, and I'm taking the Packers. Next up, we had the Lions versus the Vikings, and I'm taking the Lions. Following that, we had the Jaguars versus the Buccaneers, and I'm taking the Jaguars. Next up, we had the Cardinals versus the Bears, and I'm taking the Bears. Next up, we had the Cowboys versus the Dolphins, and a very good matchup, but I'm going to give the edge to the Dolphins. Following that, we had the Patriots versus the Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos. And then on Christmas Day, we have the Raiders versus the Chiefs to start things off. I'm taking the Chiefs. Following that, we have the Giants versus the Eagles, and I'm taking the Eagles. And then to close out Christmas Day, we have the Ravens versus the Niners, and I believe the Ravens can beat the 49ers. Those are my picks, and I will see you guys next week. Later.